Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to see PostgreSQL and JSON documents all together. My name is Wally Pons. I am a SQL Server DBA with over 25 years of experience in Microsoft SQL Server and other types of RDBMS. You may contact me in one or more ways as shown below. I'm also the founder of the group of PBSoft since 2013, instructor, writer, and IT consultant since the late 90s with a growing customer base. Now, let's go see the process. As you can see on my screen, this is the script to create a table that will store the JSON document. The table name is products and it is composed by an ID column, which is serial type and primary key. A created underscore date, which is a timestamp, will automatically populate itself. Created underscore by, which will hold the user that made the insert, in this case, the Postgres user, and product underscore JSON. Now, this column will store the JSON document. And when it comes to storing JSON documents in Postgres, you can use two types of columns. You can use the JSONB as we see here, which is the most recommended one, or you can use plain JSON. Now, there's a slight difference between one and the other, and I'm gonna explain that in a second. Okay, so JSON itself, the JSON type of column. On the storage side, it stores the JSON data as an exact copy of the input text. This includes preserving any white spaces on the document and duplicate keys as well. Performance-wise, it requires reparsing the JSON text on every operation or query, which can be slower, especially for frequent data access or complex queries. Lastly, indexing. It does not directly support indexing on the content of the JSON data. That is a big no-no right there. You don't want to have a column that you cannot index, especially if you're going to have thousands of records. Now, the JSON B type of column on the storage side, it stores the JSON data in a decomposed binary format. This means that it eliminates any white space and we also will also remove duplicate keys, which is a big advantage. Performance wise, it is slightly slower during input process. This is the input process due to the conversion to a binary format, but it will significantly do faster processing and querying because it is already parsed and optimized for access. Lastly, indexing. It supports indexing, notably with gin indexes in PostgreSQL, which can drastically improve the performance of query searching within the JSONB data. So whenever you create your tables on Postgres, make sure you use specifically your JSONB data type, which is more reliable and much faster in the long run. Now, I'm gonna create my table here. Okay, and as you can see, I created a table and I will proceed to insert some data on it. This document you see here is the same document I used on my previous JSON document B on Microsoft SQL Server. I'm using the same document for several reasons. It is a well-composed document where it not only has the key value pairs, but it also contains other objects. It contains a dictionary, as you can see right here, and it also contains an array. Okay. I'm going to show you in Postgres how to retrieve that information. So let's do the insert, and it went well. Now let's take a quick look at how the data looks like. So you can see I'm doing a select star from the table. I see my ID column, my create underscore date, my created underscore by, and my whole JSON document. It's not very human readable for now, but the document is there. We just need to parse it, which is what I'm going to show you next. As you can see on my screen, I have highlighted the whole script portion, and I will explain some of the details within the select statement. So basically, I'm calling the ID column, and right after that, I have a comment that says key value pairs. This is the portion where you parse the key value pairs on your JSON document. Now, on this section here, I'm highlighting, I'm calling the portion that has the dictionary. So in order to call the dictionary, I have to make reference to it and call each and every column that's contained within the dictionary. For the array or list, I have to use a Postgres function that is called array to string and pass it on some parameters in order to show the data on the select statement itself. If you look at also this portion that I'm highlighting, all of the columns that I'm bringing on the select statement are using alias. Now you can alias that with any name you want. These are the default alias names. So let me run the script so we can see the contents. Okay, so if you look at the information on the grid, we have our product code, our product name, requires authorization, main composition. These columns are part of the dictionary, and this column in the end is the whole array. As you can see, the array is separated by commas. So the way it is separated by commas is because I'm specifying that here. Okay, specifying separation and also the space. As you can see on my screen, I'm gonna perform another insert. We're gonna call this second insert. And we're gonna run the query again, see how the data looks. Again, here it is. So you can see this is my second insert. Obviously it has ID number 2. You can see our key value pairs, our dictionary information, and the array information. Now, one thing I mentioned earlier is that the JSONB column type supports indexing, which is something really good for performance, especially when you have a lot of data in your table and you want to do quick queries. Now, the way you add an index to a JSON document on a table is a little bit different to the way you do it to a normal table. Let me explain. You use the same command, which is right here, create index, and you provide an index name and a table name. Now, the only difference is that aside from specifying the column on the table, you need to specify the key on the JSON document. In this case, the key is prod code. So that means you can do more than one key for the JSON document in terms of indexing. You can add more, or you can add them separately. You can add prod code and another key on the JSON document, or you can add another index depending on your needs. I will create this index really quick. And now I have an index on my table. As of right now, I may not see a big difference because there's only 2 JSON documents on the table. But as you keep getting more documents, for example, hundreds or thousands of documents, you will see performance degradation if you don't have an index or a proper index based on your criteria of searching within the JSON document on your table. So it is very highly recommended to create the proper indexes depending on your select statements. So this finalizes the video as of now. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment on the video or send me an email directly if you wish to do so. Please don't forget that all the code that I used on this video is available for download on my GitHub page, which I will provide the link for. And please, if you find this video useful for you, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.